friends, welcome back to Castles and Canals. It's our final day on board the Disney Dream, and we've got some really fun things planned for you. We'll start the day off with a bit of brekkie and trivia. We'll follow that up with a tour of the incredible Walt Disney Suite. Later in the afternoon, we'll enjoy our first ever cocktail making class, and finally we'll finish it all up with a bit of the See You Real Soon character goodbye show. Let's go. Breakfast was our standard Cove Cafe for coffee. How cute is this one? Followed up with a trip to Cabanas for more Mickey Churro Waffles. And on to trivia. We were feeling pretty good about our Disney Cruise Line knowledge going into this. Will we bring home a sweet goofy medallion? Let's see how we go.
Question number 3. The front and back of the Disney Wish have different color wall coverings. What are the colors? Alright, question number 8. Multiple choice. Which year was the Aqua Dunk added to the Disney Magic? Question number 20. On an average 7-night sailing aboard the Disney Magic, how many bottles of wine and champagne are consumed? You mean you don't know this? Is it A, 2,500, B, 3,000, C, 2,700, or D, 2,900? It is C, 2,700. Good for them. Truly. Alright, go ahead and tally up your scores. Today we're competing for these lovely movie medallions.
So, we didn't do very well at the Disney Cruise Line trivia. 13 out of 21. But at least now we know the answers for next time we do this. Hopefully on the Magic we'll do some Cruise Line trivia and do a bit better. We'll see.
Overnight, the shops put out a brand new merch colorway, this lovely faded peach design. There were a variety of items such as spirit jerseys and Loungefly mini ears, which may or may not have come home with me.
So the Blake family was kind enough to offer an open house for everyone to come see the Walt Disney Suite on the Dream. So we're walking around out here. Oh my God, is it beautiful. They have a huge veranda, and they have their own private hot tub. Amazing. Coming through the front door, you'll immediately see the door to the kitchenette ahead, and as you follow through the left, there's a door to the second bathroom. We'll have a look at that in a little bit. It continues on into the living room space. The cabinets on the right between the bookshelves will fold down into additional beds if needed. The kitchen includes a microwave, sink, full-size refrigerator, coffee maker, kettle, as well as a wine cooler. As far as I know, the wine inside is an extra charge. The veranda is massive, giving forward ship views, and of course there is a private hot tub. Back inside, the living room includes a large couch that faces built-in cabinets and a large TV. As you round the corner from the living space, you'll find the master bedroom. There's a fun twinkly star light feature above the bed, as well as ample storage space, a second TV, and a vanity for doing your makeup and getting ready. Just off the bedroom, you'll find the bathroom, which is almost like a private spa. There's a twin sink vanity, a huge jetted tub with sea views, as well as a shower with a rainfall shower head. Did you catch that the mirror over the sink has a TV built in? Wow. As a suite guest, you can order room service from any of the restaurants on board, including the specialty dining like Paolo and Remy. Back by the front door, there's the door to the second bathroom. This smaller bathroom has a sink, toilet, as well as a second shower. On the way out, we took a peek into the concierge lounge. Looks fancy.
The show today is Believe. We couldn't film it, but it's a very cute show. We had to leave a tiny bit early to be on time for our mixology class in the Skyline Lounge. The mixology class is one of the beverage seminars you can book online for your cruise. They are an extra charge and space is limited. These classes often sell out ahead of the cruise. In this class, we take turns learning how to make several drinks for our groups. I believe there were 5 cocktails in all.
Thank you for everybody to join us this afternoon. My name is Dani. I'm from Brazil. I will introduce my guest as well. I have here Denise, she's from Peru. A very nice country to put on bucket list for visiting. I've never been there, but I heard really good things about it. This is Luis from Dominican Republic. If you like Punta Cana, nice beaches, we have there. Coconut water, yes, and of course Brazil is a nice place to Brazil. This is the Skyline Lounge. It's a lounge based on 5 very famous cities in the world, which is New York, Chicago, Rio, Paris, and Hong Kong. So every time you touch one of them, you have 3 choices of martini to choose from. I think some of you have been here before, right? You are our day-by-day guests. Some of you here.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
So this cocktail right here, it's like we create the layers of it. We're gonna build our cocktail. The name of this cocktail is Grape Reef. All right. So there in the menu we have this cocktail. It's pretty much the first layer here is in watermelon syrup. It's a non-alcoholic syrup, right? It's very tasty. It's the #1 choice of the kids when they go to frozen bar on deck 11. Yeah, that snow cone, you know, like ice, and this is very tasty for them. They really like it. And then our first rum, the #1 is gonna be the Bacardi rum, white rum, is the main liquor. The secondary liquor is the Saint Germain elderflower, the same one you have in your first cocktail right there. And then we're gonna add lemonade, but the regular lemonade, not the UK lemonade. The UK lemonade is the Sprite, right? Yeah, we're gonna add our regular lemonade right here. And then we're gonna top it up with blue curacao. Do you have an idea why blue curacao is blue? Because this is an orange liquor, right? Supposedly it should be like yellow color or light color, but it's blue. This is blue because they add currents in it. Because of the water of the Caribbean, it's blue like this. Curacao Island, I can remember by this liquor here. So that's the reason why this liquor is blue. And our intention with that is just to cover it up, right? Just the topping of it. So I put a little bit of water in it because if you don't add water to that, it's gonna sink and become everything blue. And our intention is create layers. So you can see the 3 layers separatedly, okay? Anyways, I pick up this glass from here. We also ask for volunteers to come so you can prepare your cocktails, alright? Why do I do like this? Have an idea? Because here we don't have any guest service, right?
I have 2 full glasses.
You came to work. Mixology class, you came here to work. Yeah. That's perfect, man.
Sorry.
For this secondary one,
Thank you.
you do a long one, okay? 1.
Just one.
Yeah.
One.
Make room for the other ingredients as well.
One.
Yeah. Perfect. That's
Okay.
exactly the
Okay.
This is one. Okay. Yeah, correct. Yeah. And then we're gonna cover it up with lemonade. Right here. He's doing the Rice, the three layers very separately. So we say great reef because remember the color of the reef, right? Like in the ocean. And the animators palace based on the ocean, like Nemo.
Alright.
hondureño.
Cheers.
Estilo latino, para arriba, para abajo, para el centro.
Baby Guinness.
Sancha.
Sancha.
Alright, how about that? Good.
Next up, Tori's gonna make an espresso martini.
You get it like this, bump on top. You see the click? Yeah, it means that's safe and secure. What I mean by that? Because when you shake, you have to secure the back, you have to secure this side, and also the middle. Because if you start shaking in front of somebody, that's not correct. You have to shake to this side, okay? Because once happened to me in Fantasy, my previous ship, I was busy, the lounge full, a lot of things going on, trivia, people screaming, games, whatever, a lot going on. And I was shaking it open. So it was this one right here. The guest took a shower. And then the mixing glass broke. And the crack came to the eyes. It was a disaster because a lot of people asking, we had to clean the whole bar before the next order. So I learned that I was called in the office just for information, right? So we shake to the side. You get wet the next person, you can get her, but don't get wet the bar, right?
Shout out to our friends Shaq and Gemma from Skybots Details. Be sure to check out their channel.
I'm gonna fill up mine now. Our intention with this is gonna create the foam on top of the glass, the cocktail glass, or martini glass, if you wanna call it. So we can garnish it with 3 cup seeds at the end, alright? So can I borrow your bottle right here? 2 parts of the main liquor, which is the absolute vanilla vodka, 1 part of the secondary one, alright? Be gentle with your guests. And then we connect the mixing glass up on top. Shake to the side as strong as you can and fast as you can, okay? Alright, so you bump to the side of the shaker to release the mixing glass. See? So now we connect our strainer on top. Just put it just like that. A lot of pressure. Oh, anyways. Alright, now we're gonna put the strainer on top and start pouring your cocktail glass. Or martini glass, I'm gonna call it. Why no foam? What happened? She has foam, you don't. To the top, okay? Don't worry about the mess, you're gonna clean it up later, yeah. To the top. Full. Yeah, if you don't have foam, shake a little more, please. Yeah.
Use enough booze so they can go all the way to the top. Remember the three beans.
Anybody is foam?
Health, wealth, and longevity.
Happiness.
Happiness.
Yeah. That's the meaning of the 3 cup seeds. And then let's start serving our guests after that. Beautiful, huh? Nice ones.
This class was so fun. One of the best beverage seminars we've ever done.
We got a snail for the first time. We never got a snail before. He's super cute. And we got our survey. So we'll fill this out and we will turn it in tomorrow.
Our final dinner was in the Royal Palace restaurant. As we headed downstairs to the restaurant, we found the atrium filled with folks enjoying one of the ship's bands. I had the Chateaubriand roasted filet steak, which was delicious. Tori had the pasta with lobster, which was a bit disappointing. Dry and rubbery, unfortunately. For dessert, we enjoyed the classic opera gâteau. We headed downstairs for the See You Real Soon character goodbye show.
Well, a very good evening and welcome back to our beautiful lobby atrium, the heart here on board Disney Dream. My name is Justin. It's been a true honor to be your senior entertainment manager this voyage. And I've got to know, did you all have a fantastic cruise? Well, that is so great to hear. And I have some very special Disney pals and princesses who want to say hi just one last time. Now here's what's going to happen. They're going to come out all throughout decks 3 here. And for those final hugs and photo moments all throughout the lobby atrium. So go ahead and head to that favorite character that you want to meet for that one final time. Well, without further ado, please help me welcome the royalty of the Disney Dream. It's Princess Cinderella. And of course, it's beautiful Belle. And all the way from the bayou, it's Princess Tiana. And of course, we have the first mate of the Disney Dream, it's Pluto. And he's danced all his way to all of our hearts, it's Goofy. And of course, we have the diva of the high seas, it's
right, it's our last morning on the ship.
Ooh.
We just got done with our breakfast, but what did we do last night?
So we had a great dinner in the Royal Palace. The food for me was better than last year on the Dream. Still not as good as the food we had on the Wish, in our opinion, but it was definitely better than last year. Then we saw the See You Real Soon show, which is always fun, and it's great to see the characters one last time. But it is it really means the end of the trip, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's sad, and I really can't wait to be back on a Disney ship, though, you know?
Oh my gosh, thank goodness. We have 13 days until we take our first trip onto the Magic for my birthday. So we actually get on the Magic on my actual birthday, 16th of September, for anyone that wants to wish me a little happy birthday. So now I guess we're going to have to unfortunately go back home and start packing.
Yeah. Well, one cool thing about that cruise, it's going to be a Halloween cruise. It'll be our first time doing a Halloween on the high seas, so that's very exciting.
Yep.
So stick around. You won't miss that. It'll be a good time.
We'll see you then. So make sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our future adventures.
See you real soon.
Bye.